Yeah.
And this is very interesting because both you have taught photography for years and Matt continues to do so. So Matt, what do you think about that? Do you think that sort of the ease of photography now has kind of taken away in some ways the sort of depth of technique that is required?
Yeah, it's funny, Nashmi, you say you felt fortunate that you grew up alongside analog. I also grew up alongside analog, and it was a blessing and a curse for sure. I remember definitely having, to wait a few days for my film to be processed and to come back, and that really slowing me down. And now it feels like things are almost moving too fast. So, back when I started in art school and I was actually shooting film and printing it out myself in a darkroom, I just felt like it was always kind of like this molasses that was slowing me down, and now it's just too quick. And as an educator and as a teacher, what I actually have had to shift now that everything is so quick and readily available and so accessible, because a lot of students, like I feel like when I went to photography school, and I came into my photo class, I had already taken photography classes in my high school. I kind of had been to some museums and have seen, Ansel Adams and, Nan Golden and let's say like Cindy Sherman and these kind of photographers. So I kind of had this like visual vocabulary about what photography was supposed to be and what was expected. And then midway through art school in the early 2000s, like a wrench was thrown in and then digital photography came in and then no one really knew what to do. Now we're in 2020, and I think in Lahore at least, I mean in Pakistan at least, everyone is using digital photography, which is an interesting thing because actually in the West and in America, I have a lot of friends who are teaching at universities, and in their curriculum, darkroom photography is still at the core of the foundation in their curriculum, which I about, and kind of I'm actually wondering if that's actually a good thing. So when I'm teaching photography, I mostly teach digital because that's what's available. You can't really buy photographic paper in the market here, so that definitely changes understanding of photography and I guess the